How you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. This is not going to be a typical video. I think this is just going to be one of them videos where, we try to learn from these experiences because, they're real and they happen to more people than not. So if you don't already know, there's a story going around about an OF model named Gucci Third Leg who has contracted herpes and has been given the virus to other OnlyFans models. A model by the name of Nay decided to open up about her experience doing content with this person, and she ended up contracting herpes, and she held it in for a bit because I guess either she felt guilty or was just reaping the benefits that come with working with a content creator that large. But it didn't resonate with her spirit, and she ended up opening up about it maybe a couple of days ago. Teary, she expressed a great deal of shame, and she took a lot of accountability for her role during this situation. But then both of them ended up going on a Twitch stream with Aiden Ross and DJ Academics, and Gucci Third Leg was, I suppose, attempting to prove his innocence, but what he ended up doing was kind of making himself look a little bit more dumb. You could tell by the way he was talking, there was a lot of nervousness and anxiety, and it came across a lot of times like he didn't really know what he was saying out loud, and he didn't realize that he was incriminating himself even more. And then they brought the girl on, and she just came with the facts. She came with, proof. She came with receipts, and basically told her story, and it did not change any. And there were other women that came out and basically talked about it. There was pictures online about the dude's, situation, and the scarring on his situation. And so it's like obvious that, there was something going on over there. Anyway, the point of this video is, what do we learn from these type of experiences? Because, this is another part of leveling up is, your self-awareness and your self-care, and you having, a certain level of love for yourself. Now, I don't want to dog this girl. She already admitted to her own mistakes, and she took accountability. And, a lot of people are off and on kind of digging into her a little bit, basically talking like, why the fuck would you be put in a position like that? You should have known better. But we got to take into consideration, although we've never been in a situation like that, and we think that we would handle that situation differently, and it's possible we would, but there are certain people out there that their desire to connect with someone like that can override, the logical parts of them, the self-aware parts of them that, decide to, protect self, which is partly what I think this is what we should learn from, because I think about this little girl, and she's trying to make a name for herself. She's trying to, reach certain heights, in her industry. And she talked about how she romanticized it being with this dude. And I can only imagine when she was in the midst of having sexual intercourse with this dude for content, the things that were going through her mind was, this is a dream dude that she's fantasized being connected with. She's making a lot of money, and this is going to elevate her. So that can be a bit overwhelming, and it may even make people bypass something obvious like a sore on a nigga dick. So, I try to take that into consideration with her choices, and these are choices that you don't really realize you could possibly make too. So you gotta, if there's anything to learn, is one is you gotta take a condom with you everywhere. I take condoms with me all the time, no matter where I'm going. Like I have it just in case, because you never really know. When you're turned on, when you're attracted to someone, and your primal instincts start to kick in, they could be so loud, so powerful, so strong that you end up just thinking, just this one time, I won't worry about it. And this is someone I really wanted to be with, and I don't want to, I don't want to, you're turned on. You're heavy right now, so you may, while you're heavy, make a choice that is really a gamble. So I know I've been in situations where there was a girl that I was super attracted to. She was super hot, and I was so looking forward to, when we finally, ended up connecting, and then we did connect. And then, I didn't have my condoms on me. I didn't have no protection on me. I had it in my car, and we was just messing around with each other. But there was a moment where I could have kept on going, but I said, like, nah, I gotta, like, let me go to my car real quick. And that's possibly a mood killer, but that's the risk that you take in order to protect yourself. I think that's important. And these are one of those, you never know, you may be in a situation like that in the future, or have been in a situation like that before, where you didn't use a condom and you didn't protect yourself because you were just attracted to this person. You wasn't thinking clearly, and you weren't taking into consideration, you know, the decisions that you were making in the time, and how they may, negatively impact your life. So, if there's anything to learn from this, is definitely make sure that you protect yourself at all times. Make sure, guys and girls, you have a condom on you. If you are sexually active, then you have to have a condom on you. Girls as well. Like, make sure that you have that on you at all times, because you never know. You may end up going to the club one time, not even thinking that you finna do anything. So you didn't bring nothing. But then some smooth dude that was in the club, he start talking you, ooh, ah, and then y'all drinking and y'all having a good time, and you just get triggered, and you just like, yo, I wanna be with this dude right now. I wanna be with him tonight. Y'all book a hotel suite or whatever the case. You go back to his place, or they go back to your place, and then there's no condom. What are you gonna do then? I mean, you're already intoxicated, you're already turned on, and you gotta alleviate yourself. And then that's where you can make silly mistakes like that with the wrong person. So, the internet is kind of going in on this girl. I see a lot of support for her, but I also do see, people that are asking, like, why the fuck would you do something like that? And, I think this is the time where you want to be a little bit more, empathetic and caring for someone whose life has been drastically changed forever. She's still relatively young, and it took a lot of courage and bravery, and even to open up about her situation, that a lot of other people that are in the same situation don't open up about. So this dude, Gucci Third Leg, was allegedly supposed to come with new test results to prove that he doesn't have herpes, and he never showed up.
Gucci Third Leg, he's not answering us. He doesn't want to get on stream tonight.
Are you gonna buy his NFT?
No, I'm not. I can't get a response from Gucci Third Leg as of right now. We're trying. Tav is spamming him. I'm actually gonna see if he has another update. Last time I checked was 2 hours ago. So we're trying to get an update from him. So that might be cooked.
He was supposed to go on Aiden Ross' stream, and Aiden Ross and his crew kept on reaching out to him, and he basically ghosted them because I guess, he knew that the jig was up at that point, and it was a bit of panic for him to even, put a quote unquote meeting together that he was going to give, a new test. He was saying something that I thought was a little weird. It's a weird thing to say. He was like, she might be a victim, but she's not my victim. He said that a couple of times. Like, I guess he thought that was an ill thing to say. That's why he said it a couple of times. But when he said that, it was almost, at least for me, observing confirmation that, yeah, this nigga is guilty, and this nigga gave this girl herpes without her knowing. She asked about it because he had a lesion on his dick, and he said that it was a razor bump. Now, I'm not gonna link the picture or anything like that, but if you go try to find a picture, that's not no razor bump. We all know what that is. You can look up herpes pictures afterwards and compare and contrast, and you'll see, that they look basically the same. But yeah, I think that it's important for us to pour into this girl. And Nay, I don't know if you will ever see this video, but if you do and you've gotten this far into the video, then I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you, and everyone is proud of you for opening up and putting this quote unquote predator, putting him in the light. Because what this is going to do is for that industry, it's going to create a change. It's going to be a drastic change too. People are going to, for the most part, be more mindful of, the sexual partners that they have, which is important. And who knows how many more people might have been lackadaisical with the way that they, the way that they're intimate without regard of safety, if you didn't open up the way that you did about your own story. So I want to thank you and tell you how appreciative I am, and all other people, are of you opening up like that. It's not easy to do. There was a certain level of responsibility that that you didn't take for you being put in that position. I saw a couple of your videos like a year ago or so when you was, rocking with Danae and them, before this situation. So I had an idea of like your personality. You very much are strong-willed. So I know this must have took, a lot for you to, open up, eventually. So I want to tell you how appreciative, we are of you, and are pouring nothing but, warm energy and love your way, and praying for you, and hoping that, as you navigate your life now, that you're more mindful of things like that. I'm sure you are. You don't need to watch this video, but in case you do, I want to say something directly to you. That you got nothing but love and support, coming your way. And we are so sorry that you ended up being put in a position like this. But if there was anyone that was going to be put in a position like this to stand up and be strong, gratefully it was you. Gratefully you had the courage to open up, because not everyone's gonna open up. For everyone watching, quick summary basically, or conclusion, is yeah, definitely protect yourself with all sexual partners that you have in the future, because you just never know. You just never know. Ask people the last time that they had an STD test. Look over the test with them. Make sure that you're wearing a condom. And if you see anything that's wild, or you smell anything that's crazy, stop. Cock block on purpose. Like on purpose. Just kill the mood if you see something that's wild, because you don't know. It's important. Outside of that, if you have any opinion on, that specific story, he hasn't come back yet. So I'm sure, after this video, it'll be probably another day or two, and maybe he'll try to come back on Twitter or something like that. I don't know. But so far, it doesn't look like he's coming back, because, he got caught up. But if there's, any opinion you have on this story, if you know anyone in your life that has had an experience like that, please be sure to comment down below. I would love to hear your story and hear, the experiences that you've had, or that people have shared. You don't have to say people's names and things like that, but especially for this particular story, if you have an opinion on it, then don't be afraid to comment down below, and like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. But yeah, again, Nay, loving nothing but love, your way. I'm sorry again that you dealt with that, but proud of you for, doing what you needed to do to, stand up for yourself and stand up to this dude. Gucci third leg, you a wild nigga. I ain't, You a motherfucking crazy, yo. Hey, you know, I say, much luck to you, brother, but not really. I don't really believe in that shit. You a funny nigga, bro.